Class 5, we will be starting with a new chapter in math, that is integers. Now, till now you have used your counting numbers. Those are numbers starting from 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Those are also known as your natural numbers, okay? And they are written with as n. The symbol is n to denote natural numbers, and they are numbers starting with 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. I'm using the dots, okay? Until you can think of a very large number and beyond that as well. So until infinity. It goes on and on. And you have also used the number 0. So 0 along with the natural numbers, okay, they are known as your whole numbers and they are denoted with W. So whole numbers start from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on until infinity. Now what if you have to write a value which is less than 0? You might have heard a newsreader saying that the temperature of a place dropped below 0 degrees Celsius and it was minus 5 or minus 10 degrees Celsius. So that is when we use negative numbers to write values which are less than 0. Now how do you write these values on a number line? You are used to a number line, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. So this is the kind of number line that you have been using till now. So you have 0 and then you have your positive numbers on one side which increase by 1 when you move to the right. Now negative numbers, they come on the left side of 0 and it is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and it goes on and on. But the thing is they have a negative sign. So you have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. So this is how integers are written on a number line. So now we have used positive numbers, we have used negative numbers and we have also used 0. So all these three types of numbers, okay, they are known as your integers. Denoted by Z. So we have 0, then we have your positive numbers which go on and on to infinity. And you have then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and they also go on and on until infinity. So integers are positive numbers, negative numbers including 0. So look at this question here. Write the integer corresponding to each point marked by a letter on the given number line. So a number line has been given, okay, and as you can see it is missing some numbers. Instead we have letters at the top. So we have to find what are the values of those letters. So it's very easy. You just complete the number line. So you have 0, 1, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 and 6. When you come to the left of 0, you have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and then minus 4 and minus 5 and minus 6 are already there. So now it becomes very easy to see what those letters represent. So A is equal to 3. B is equal to minus 4. C is equal to minus 2. D is equal to minus 1. You have E equal to 5 and F equal to 6. So this is how you will do these type of questions. Next, write as a positive positive or negative integer. So there are some statements given here, and these numbers that you see here, you have to write them as positive numbers or negative numbers. So you have to read the question, and there will be certain words which will tell you whether the value should be positive or it should be negative. So first, Anita earns 4,000 a week. So Anita is getting something. She's getting 4,000. So this is a positive value. So we write 4,000. Positive values can be written with a plus sign, or you can choose not to write the plus sign. Next, 15 seconds before takeoff. So if we think that when the plane took off, if we take that point as 0, then this is 15 seconds before that. So this is a negative value. So minus 15. The minus is very important. Next, temperature of 10 degrees above 0. So it's coming to the right of 0. So it is a positive value. So 10 or plus 10. And the last one, a depth of 30 meters. Depth meaning below the sea level. Okay, so if you take the sea level as 0, then whatever comes below it is a negative value. So we write that as minus 30. So this is how you will do this type of question. Next we come to absolute value of an integer. So let us understand what an absolute value of an integer means. Okay, let's take the number 4. What is its distance from 0, or how many jumps you make to reach 4 from 0? So it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the absolute value of positive 4 is 4. Okay. In the same way, if I come to the other side, what is the absolute value of minus 3? What is its distance from 0? So 1 jump, 2 jump and 3 jumps. So even though the value is minus 3, the absolute value is 3. So the absolute value is always positive. It is never negative. It only means the distance or the jumps you make from 0. So to write the absolute value, suppose you have to write the absolute value of minus 4, what we will do is we will put a modulus operator there. So we will put these two lines. This is known as the modulus operator. Okay, remember modulus. So what this does is it removes the sign, this sign, the negative sign, and we only get 4. Another example, if it is minus 9, then modulus of minus 9 is equal to, remove the sign and just write the number, that is 9. So that is what is meant by absolute value of an integer. Next, we have some questions here using the modulus operator, and you have to simplify them. So the first one is very simple. You just have one number minus 10 with the modulus sign. So what does this modulus operator do? It removes this sign. So we just get 10. Next we have modulus of minus 21. So remove the sign and write 21. Then we have plus. Now we have modulus of minus 15. So remove this sign and just write 15. And now add them as you would normally. So 5 plus 1 is 6 and 1 plus 2 is 3. Next, modulus of minus 5. So remove the sign and write 5. Then we have a multiplication symbol. Then plus 4. So modulus of a positive number is the number itself. So 4. Just don't write the sign. And then multiply. 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. Next we have modulus of 45, which is positive. So just write the number down as it is. Then we have a minus. Then modulus of minus 18. So remove this sign and write 18. So 15 minus 8 is 7. 1 has been borrowed from here. So 3 minus 1 is 2. And the last one, modulus of minus 40. So we just get 40. There's a division symbol. And then modulus of 8. So it's just 8. So 40 divided by 8 gives you 5. So this is how you will attempt these type of questions. Next, comparing and ordering integers. So as you can see, I have a number line here where I have positive numbers on one side, I have negative numbers on one side, and I have the 0. So you can see that as in a number line, normal number line, what happens when you move from left to right? What happens? The number increases by 1. So 0 and then plus 1 gives you 1. 1 plus 1 gives you 2. 2 plus 1 gives you 3. So the number increases by 1. So when you move to the right in a number line, what happens? The number increases. And when you move to the left, what happens? From here, 9 minus 1 gives you 8. 8 minus 1 gives you 7. So when you move to the left, the value decreases. So that's the same thing with negative numbers now. 0 minus 1 gives you minus 1. Minus 1 minus 1 gives you minus 2. So as you can see, all the positive numbers are bigger than 0 and the negative numbers. And all the negative numbers are smaller than 0 and the positive numbers. So whichever number is on the left is smaller than whichever number is on the right. If you take this now, minus 5 and minus 4, which is on the left? Minus 5 is on the left, so this is the smaller number. Even though the digit is 5, but since it is negative, this is the smaller number and this is the bigger number. So let's look at this question. Order the integers from least to greatest. So least to greatest means ascending. So first we have to write the smallest number and then move to the bigger numbers. So ascending order. Use a number line to locate each point. So these are the values or numbers which are given to you. So look for the smallest value. Look for the negative numbers first. So minus 2 and minus 5. Minus 5 comes on the left side. So start with minus 5 and then fill the number line. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And then, which is the biggest positive number? It is 7. So go up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now you just have to identify or point these numbers, okay? So we have minus 5, so you write it here, point it. Minus 2, then 0, then 6, and then 7. So now it is in ascending order. So you know that numbers on the left are smaller than the numbers on the right. So which is the smallest number? You start from the left. So in ascending order it is minus 5, then we have minus 2, then 0, then finally 6 and then 7. Another example, order the integers from greatest to least, means in descending order now. The opposite. Use a number line to locate each point. So these are the values which are given. Again, look for the smallest integer. It's minus 8 or minus 7. It's minus 8 because minus 8 is on the left of minus 7. So start from minus 8. Minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 4, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And then look for the biggest number. So the biggest number is 6. So go up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. Now just identify those numbers. Minus 8, minus 2, then 6, minus 7, minus 3. So since it is in descending order, you know that the numbers on the right side are bigger and the numbers on the left side are smaller. So you have to go this way for descending order. So start from there. So in descending order, the numbers are 6, then minus 2, which is bigger than minus 3, which is bigger than minus 7, and the smallest is minus 8. So I hope you've understood how to order integers. So now mirror images or opposites. Okay? So let's look at what mirror images of numbers are. Now let's look at this number here, 4. Let's count its distance from 0. 1, 2, 3 and 4 jumps. So its distance is 4 units. Now look for a number on the opposite side, that is on the left of 0, which is at the same distance, that is 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the number is minus 4. So 4 and minus 4, they are called opposites or mirror images. They are at the same distance from 0. One is on the right of 0, one is on the left of 0. So it's like you're standing in front of a mirror. What happens? You can see, look at your reflection in the mirror. It is at the same distance, but your left hand becomes the image's right hand, and your right hand becomes the image's left hand. So here, if I keep a mirror here, 4, reflection is minus 4. If you look at another number, 6, okay, how many jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 is the distance of 6 from 0. Now look for its image by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 jumps. So you see that you get minus 6. So the mirror image of a number is nothing but the number which is on the opposite of 0 at the same distance. So what happens? The mirror image of 6 is minus 6. So only the sign changes. So the mirror image of minus 9 is 9. The mirror image of minus 100 is 100. So like that.